96.1
North County.
AM 1170 San Diego. The Answer.
This program is sponsored by Dave Stahl. Welcome back for Hour 2 of this special live broadcast of Gun Sports Radio. Your hosts, Dave Stahl, Lance Pelkey, and Michael Schwartz, are coming to you live from the Crossroads of the West Gun Show at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Now, here's your hosts, Dave, Lance, and Michael.
All right, folks. Yes, we're down here at the Del Mar Fairgrounds for the gun show. You need to come on down and guess. They signed a contract. They're going to be back next year as well. This is FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
Hey, folks, home mortgage interest rates have dropped to yet another low. And if you're looking to buy a house, condo, refi your existing property, or considering a reverse mortgage to stay in your home, then call a local mortgage guy that you can trust. Call Chris Wiley at PRMI Mortgage. For nearly 25 years, Chris has been helping local San Diegans with all of their mortgage needs. Buy, refi, or reverse mortgage. Call or contact Chris Wiley, 619-722-1303. That's 619-722-1303. Did you not hear that? 619-722-1303. So, Michael, who have you got as a guest right now?
So we have a really cool guest, Lee from GunFighter Tactical. Before we do that, we're here at the gun show, and Gun Sports Radio and San Diego County Gun Owners just found a really cool guy, my new best friend. Tell everybody what your name is.
My name's Prometheus.
His name's Prometheus.
Is that not cool
Cool
or
is that?
what?
How old are you, Prometheus?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old, here at the gun show with your dad and your brother. Awesome. Okay, you're here with your brother. And what did you just get from San Diego County Gun Owners?
I got a Red Ryder gun.
A Red Ryder BB gun. Awesome. Now, what do you think of that?
I think it's really awesome.
Good. Is that your first gun? Have you ever shot one before?
No, I've shot one before.
All right, this guy looks experienced. He's looking at me like, come on, buddy, I've shot a gun before. I mean, I'm here at a gun show. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, have a Merry Christmas, and we just wanted to say thank you for coming down. So enjoy, and you guys have a good Christmas. Thank you, Prometheus.
Congratulations, Prometheus.
Okay, so
what a cool name.
I know, right? How cool is
that
that?
guy not be destined for great things?
Yeah, no
Prometheus.
kidding.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So that was our special guest. Now we have our normal guest.
Yes, let's just leave it at that.
Lee from GunFighter Tactical, longtime supporter of San Diego County Gun Owners. Awesome gun shop. Good friend and all-around cool guy. And he came down to the gun show to join us and talk about GunFighter Tactical.
Yeah, happy to be here. I miss the gun shows. I used to go with my dad, and granted, they were a much different thing back then, 30 years ago. I feel like I was walking around as a kid looking at Uzis and, stuff like that on the wall, but, it's still good to be here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So how long have you been with GunFighter Tactical?
Well, since the beginning. We started in 2014.
Wow.
So we've been around for quite a bit.
And I remember your first shop was down in the basement, right?
Yes.
Off Miramar?
Yeah, unfortunately it was pretty small, and we blew the wall out and made it bigger, and then we said, you know what, enough's enough. We can't be in the alley here, so we need to move to the street, to the street view, actually.
Yeah.
And parking was a huge factor in that.
Yep.
But now we're on the street, and, parking's easy. And
I remember your grand opening was awesome.
Yeah.
In your new shop.
Yeah.
You guys had a big party,
Mm-hmm.
and hundreds of people showed up.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yep, Lance was there.
I remember it.
Well, the best thing about their place is if you go down and buy ammo in bulk, they have a side door. They let you drive your car right up to it, open the door, load it up. There's none of this back-breaking work. In fact, they'll do all the lifting. I got my Ruger 1022 from there.
Yeah.
And it was so cute. I have to tell this story. So I never had a 22, and now I've had one when I was little. So the what do you call the guy that works on guns? Gunsmith. I can't think of his name. What was it?
Morgan.
Morgan comes out and he goes, "Hey, here you go. You're going to really like this." I go, "Yeah, so what do you think I should add to it? Isn't that what you're supposed to say when you get a gun?"
Absolutely.
And he goes, "Well, you need to put a red dot on it." I go, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Well, there's this, there's this, and there's this." And I go, No. Say this is your gun.
Yep.
What would you put on it? Oh, wow, here's the one I'd put on it. Fine. Put it on and let me know when it's ready. And that's what I like about you guys. You're not afraid to give good, solid advice because you guys have shot and played with everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because Morgan, a 22 is probably Morgan's specialty.
Is it really? I didn't even know.
He'll go out and he'll shoot Glocks and ARs and all that, and then he ends up with his 10-22 every time. And he's out there, and it's so funny. He was walking back one time with his 10-22 slung over his shoulder, and he goes, "Gonna be more dead squirrels." And we're like, yes, yes, Morgan, I love you for that.
I'm going after gophers. I haven't got one yet, but I'm going for them.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's really – because you know as well as I do. You just want to treat your customers the way you would want to be treated at another facility that you're looking for service.
That's been our mantra from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Treat them how you would want to be treated. You know, I don't like to go in a gun store and be told what I'm supposed to like. That's not how it's supposed to work.
But if I ask you, because I don't know, because the worst thing you want to do, and I won't talk about this gun shop that's no longer in business, but when I went to get my wife a gun, you know, they sold me a 9mm.
Yeah.
Well, she can't rack it.
Yep. That's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah. I mean, we have a policy, just there's no commission, there's no nothing. It's just treat the customer as you would want to be treated and get them into the right purchase for them. You know, so your wife comes in, she doesn't need a Glock 45. She doesn't need a 1911. She needs something simple and easy to use.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
And you're so right. It's just so.
And you guys have been there for a few years now.
Yeah.
On Miramar, just west of the Pyramid on Miramar, right?
Yeah, so we like to say the Pyramid, Dixie Line, us, right behind the KFC Taco Bell.
Oh, I like that.
Conveniently located right behind the KFC
Yeah, everybody
Taco
knows
Bell.
the Pyramid. You go, hey, we're on Miramar Road. The Pyramid? Oh, yeah.
And you guys do custom builds.
Oh, yeah.
You sell right off the shelf, optics, Cerakote.
Yeah, one-stop shop. We do Glock stippling, Cerakote, gunsmithing in general, old guns, new guns, build guns.
Wouldn't it be easier for you just to tell us what you don't do?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so there's nothing.
They don't do windows.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that makes you one line of products that make you guys fairly unique, I'd say, is that you do a lot of AR pistols.
Yes, absolutely.
So talk a little bit about that. Like a lot of people, like you guys just donated a really cool AR pistol to our Christmas party, which is awesome. And everybody who saw a lot of people who saw the picture were like, "Hey, how? I didn't know you could have that." So talk a little bit about your AR pistols.
Yeah, we are a Type 7 manufacturer, which is pretty rare for a gun store these days. So we are actually able to manufacture GunFighter Tactical lowers. And since we're able to do that, we can manufacture them as a single shot from the beginning of their life. The law that changed several years back said you cannot take a semi-auto, make it a single auto, and then make it semi-auto again. It just doesn't work that way. So we manufacture them as single shot, build them to our specs because we are the manufacturer on GunFighter Tactical pistol registered lowers, and then we can sell it to you legally.
Because it has to be born.
Is
that the actual legal term, or is that just how we refer to it?
I mean, if the legal term, we'd be here 15 minutes trying
to
explain it.
So the book's that thick.
So it has to be born single shot.
Manufactured as a single shot from the get-go.
So you sell single shot AR-15 pistols.
Correct.
And then after you have a single shot AR-15 pistol, you can alter it to be semi-automatic if you like, or keep it single shot. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
What does that look like? I don't even know what an AR-15 pistol looks like.
It looks short. So imagine
looks like a big AR.
Imagine an AR-15
and
now shorter.
Yeah, like a little child AR-15.
No, I'm coming by. I'm going to come by the shop.
No joke. My son, I built him an AR, and of course it's an AR pistol in 22. So it's perfect. It's no recoil, and it's small and fits him. And
no, I got to come by and see.
He's 4 and he shoots it. I'll just tell you that right now.
I bet, and I bet he's a good shot too.
Yeah, and now I'm currently building a shotgun for my daughter. So
how old's your daughter?
4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can't have a lot of recoil.
I was going to say,
he's blowing that little kid across the room.
It's a 20 gauge. Hey, she'll
handle it.
Yeah.
Well, again, you guys are so supportive. Ryan is so great. We were just talking about your grand opening. I absolutely loved. You had that big grand opening and raffles and giveaways and all that other stuff. And then someone gave Ryan the microphone. And
that was the end.
He got emotional.
Yes,
he started saying, "Hey, this is a big deal for us."
Yeah,
it's something you can tell when you work with your customers and go in and work with you guys. You can tell you guys care about what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
By the way, he's trying to get you to do another grand opening, is what it sounds to me like.
You know what's funny is the grand opening. We hired a bacon truck, a food truck that was specialized in bacon. We sold them out of bacon.
Wow!
Like how awesome is that?
America.
Yeah, exactly. We had bacon and guns, and they ran out of bacon.
I?
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing in January? You got someone coming in January. What right? January? Travis Haley?
February.
February.
Yeah, so the end of February, we're having Travis Haley come out, and we're kind of sponsoring the two classes. He's doing like an basic class and a advanced class, and the advanced class will be vehicle-borne and night. So it'll be pretty awesome, and it's cool to get.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to get a big name here in San Diego.
For those who don't know who Travis Haley is, tell people a little bit about him.
He stems from the Magpul line. If you ever seen a Magpul training video, they were huge back in the day, DVDs, before the internet. He was one of the two guys that always led the charge on those.
Wow.
And he is a former Marine, so he's experienced, he knows what he's doing, and he's ventured off into making products and training. And he's really interesting because he deals with the kinesiology of shooting. So he'll teach you, like, well, why does your hand go there when you should just move your gun here, and your hand naturally comes here, and you have to not engage that muscle there. And you're like, whoa, like Yoda.
Yeah, no kidding.
So do you have spots open, or can people get in?
As far as I heard from their side of the camp last week, there was 15 open for the intro class and 8 for the advanced class.
Now, when you guys had Larry Vickers out, I guess that was Aaron, but you guys going to have a meet and greet for Travis?
We're working on it.
Okay,
We're
cool.
definitely working on it. We've been talking to their camp about it, and it should be really cool if we do.
Awesome.
Their people's talking to your people.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go.
So Lee from GunFighter Tactical.
What's the best way to find you?
Just come on in.
What's your
Fairmont
website?
Road. Look for the pyramid.
What's your website?
GunfighterTactical.com.
Yeah.
We're also on Instagram. That's where we post all our new stuff. So
I
check us
noticed.
there.
I love it.
Beautiful stuff.
Go to the pyramid, smell Taco Bell, and there they are.
That's how you know you're there.
Right here on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
FM 96.1 North County, AM 1170 San Diego. The Answer.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Gun Sports Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
Hey, folks, this segment is brought to you by our good buddy, John Dillon from Gatsky, Dillon, and Balance LLP. This guy, if you're looking for a great lawyer, man, I'm telling you, this is the man. Whenever it has anything to do with gun ownership or anything with the gun laws, you need John in your back pocket, and he is absolutely awesome. Go to cafirearmslaw.com, cafirearmslaw.com. Make sure you tell him you heard it right here on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer.
I knew you were going to do
Yeah,
that.
just in time.
And that was perfect because we got the queen of the ball here, Tracy. How you doing, kiddo?
Good. How are you?
Listen to her huffing and puffing. Here, have a grenade.
Yeah,
Don't say we didn't give you anything.
That's right.
So you're from the gun show,
I sure am.
and it looks like it's you did quite well this weekend.
It's we've got a really good turnout. People are out here to support the show, and we're really excited to see them out here.
Yeah, I know, and it's just so cool. I was my last time was the first time I'd ever been, and I kind of went through, but this time I got here early enough to I could really absorb it. And you know what really sticks out? All the families.
Yeah,
all the kids.
There's a lot of families here. They're here to educate their family about gun safety and gun ownership and all the things associated with that. So we're excited to see families out here together.
So you kind of got your goal, right?
Yes, sir.
Because that's your goal every year is it's to help sell, but it's really to educate the masses.
Absolutely true. That's exactly right. We're a family business, so we're excited to see families out here and doing the same thing that we did as growing up. And it's the only way to make people understand is to keep educating them, and that's our whole mission here.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And I understood, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to be back next year?
We'll be here. We have 5 shows contracted for next year.
Ooh, goosebumps.
I know, yeah. So we're excited. So we'll have a full schedule, and we'll publish those dates, and you'll be able to come out and see us again.
Great.
So it looks like it was gangbusters. Like you said, there was a lot of family. I don't know. We just actually pulled a guy off the ammo line after he got done buying ammo.
Excellent.
He had a couple young sons, so we gave him free Red Riders for Christmas.
Did you really?
Yeah. And took pictures.
Oh, my gosh.
Social media. Oh, yeah. They were so excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They were stoked, I'm sure.
So, yeah. Oh, they were. He was. The little kid's name was, what was his name? Prometheus. It's like,
what
oh my
a great
gosh,
name.
This guy's running for office one day.
Isn't that
It's
stuff?
way better.
Yeah, or discovering fire, one of the two.
What mom and dad would do that?
So I thought it was a great show. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you have all 5 scheduled, and it's the normal times.
Correct. We'll be here March March, May, July, September, October, and December.
Yep, awesome. That's fantastic. And then we'll take it from there, see what happens.
Yeah.
But you guys are continuing to work through all the difficulties that happened in the last couple of years.
Absolutely.
But we got a lot of good coverage. I don't know if you saw, we did a little press conference out here.
I did see that. So, thank you for doing that.
It was Joel Anderson, who's running for county board.
Yeah.
It was his idea, and I hope that got a little bit more coverage. And
sure did.
So what can we do?
Really
what can folks do to help with the gun show, or how what would you like to see, or how can we help it grow, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think the important thing really to do is to be able to speak out and feel comfortable, saying I'm a Second Amendment supporter and I support this, and explain to people why you support it, because I think there's a lot of misunderstanding out there. I wish people understood that we are as against gun violence as anyone across the country.
Yeah.
We're here to educate people so we can get rid of that kind of thing. So support it and speak out about it, and let your politicians know how you feel about gun ownership.
Yeah, nice. Very, very cool. So did you, I was going to ask you who your favorite vendor is. Are you allowed to say that?
Can't say that.
You can't say that, right?
Gun Sports Radio.
Well,
What are you,
Gun Sports
crazy?
Radio, yeah.
Yeah.
You had a lot of cool ones, though. They had, like, over here on this south wall, you had the guys that they make, like, shelves, you go on a wall, and then they have a little drop-down compartment
Yeah,
for
they're
your
really cool.
firearms. It's really cool, right?
You already bought 6 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I literally go to gun show almost every single week, and I did just buy a bunch of stuff. I buy something every time I'm at the show. I don't know. I've got to stop.
And it's your show.
But it's fantastic. Well, yeah, I'm supporting my vendors, but yes, there's always something here for everyone. So yeah.
Well, if I was going to pick out a favorite vendor, and I can because I'm not her, it's the folks that make the American flags.
The wooden signs?
The wooden signs.
They're cool.
Beautiful.
They did one for KUSI TV where I
did they
work,
do?
and it's hanging on the wall. My God, every time I walk in, I try to figure out how to get it off the wall. But
attached.
that's just really, really well done.
Yeah.
I mean, and you have really good quality vendors.
We do. And
So you must vent them fairly well.
many of them I've known for really my whole life, my adult life anyway. And, some of them were, second, we got our third, we even got our fourth generation. We got a couple of babies here that are working with their parents. And, it's people who we've known forever.
Right.
I saw that. You had an adorable little baby. Who's that little girl sitting in a little seat there with their beautiful eyelashes?
That is Ruby. And she is Bob and Lynn's great-granddaughter, so she's my great-niece.
Oh.
You must have some serious eyelashes if the two of you figured out who one person is just by eyelashes.
She does. She's a little bit, what is she, like 6 months old?
She's 7 months old,
7
yeah.
months old.
Yeah.
She's got
God.
adorable little eyelashes. She's
got,
adorable
like,
little doll.
And
One of
she
those
wants to
twist
sit at
around
desk.
your little finger type
Yes,
kids?
and we got her. She's so interested in the people that we got her a little desk that she can attaches to our table, and so she can just sit and look at everyone and wave
Oh,
at
my
everyone, and
God.
she has a great time looking at people and interacting.
Because
That
this
is
is
so
a
cool.
family business.
Yes,
you grew up
we're-
doing this.
yeah.
Your dad started it.
Yeah, and literally my kids, the two babies that are back there, both came to the show like the babies that are there now. They were in our arms and
Isn't that
then on our
funny?
backs working the whole time. So.
Yeah. What's next? What's the circuit? Who do you?
So we'll be in San Bernardino next, and that's January 4th and 5th.
That's right. And we just started San Bernardino County Gun Owners, and
I know.
we got a booth up there.
Yes, you did, and we're so excited to have them up there.
Yeah, that's at like a fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds,
Similar situation.
It's the National Orange Showgrounds, and it is in San Bernardino.
Nice. We're really looking forward. How many shows do you guys do every year?
Right around 60, a little more than 60, but 60-ish shows.
Oh, come on. You can do more
Holy
than
cow.
that.
Oh, I know.
There's only 52 weeks in the year. Can you explain that?
We need to have a few more children, and then they can do the shows. We got a few more kids to graduate from college, and they can start doing the shows.
And you can sit back and relax.
That's right.
Sit next to your granddaughter and just wave at
They
the
are
people
my
when they go
retirement
by.
plan, absolutely.
That is so funny. So, and I'll admit I have not been to your website, but if people were to go to your website, is it more than just shows? Do you have information on
There is
it?
some information on there. Yeah, we always try and put some, what's happening in the local news or the national news.
Right.
Issues that the California gun owners and Second Amendment supporters need to know. So there's always something a little bit extra there for you.
Well, if you ever need a really, really good blogger, I know a guy. And he's
To you now.
He's
You're sitting
really
right next to him.
You're sitting right next to him, and he comes up with the most innovative topics. And it reminds me, it's kind of like what he does. He'll go like, geez, I wonder why that is. And next thing you know, that's a blog.
The whole blog.
Am I right?
That's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, because you're an avid shooter, so it's not like you're a blogger that's just blogging just to be blogging. You're blogging, and your blogs are really things that's in your head.
No, and it's probably high time that I did something about the gun show thing, because I don't know that I've written. I know I've written about it before. Yeah. But
you notice I threw that out there,
Well, the surprising thing, though, because I was thinking about that when Tracy was talking, like when I first came here, I had a picture in my mind of what I was going to see, and it's not at all like what I thought I was going to see. And I think that's probably true for a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of these protests, well, I can't say a lot. There's only 5 of them out there. And they're only here for an hour.
3 of them are asleep.
But, I mean, I'm sure none of them have ever been here, and they would be shocked, I think, because it's not what they think it is.
I think, I try and tell that to people. People, they do have a preconceived idea of what a gun show is. And I think until you actually have been, you really can't say what it is, because you don't know until you've been. It's like going to a boat show, but for guns, or a home show for guns.
I'm the car guy, okay?
Okay, car show for guns.
Exactly. This is no different than Good Guys, except there's no exhaust pipes.
Every once in a while, it used to fall on the gun show would fall on the same day as like a wedding expo right next door. And I thought, man, that's perfect.
Yeah,
gun show for him, wedding show for him.
I don't know why not.
Yeah, why not?
Like there's some kind of shotgun wedding joke in there somewhere.
There's got to be.
There's got to be, knowing you. That's so funny.
That's
absolutely
cool. So can anybody, if there's a gun shop out there right now, or maybe an organization or something, manufacturer, something like that, if they want a table, what do they do?
So they call us at our office. We have a full-time office staff. They can answer the phone calls, or most easiest is to get on our website at crossroadsgunshows.com and get the information there, and they'll hook you up.
Good. I know you guys are super easy to work with.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
try to be.
Yeah, we're proud to be vendors and set up a table here all the time. You guys are super supportive.
We will be back, is what he's basically saying.
That's right. Excellent.
And Gun Sports Radio have been there for you since the beginning. So
absolutely.
Happy to help.
And hopefully we've helped. Hopefully we've made an impact.
We know you do, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, now we got to take a quick break right here on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome back. You are listening to Gun Sports Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right. Hey, this segment is brought to you by our good buddy John Groff. If you're looking for independent CCW training and you don't want to be in a crowd, then you need to hook up with John. You can give him a call at 619-933-4368 or take a run down to Gun Range San Diego. You'll find him down there as well. All right, so let me see who our special guest is.
So we got Richard from Cross Armory. Yeah. Richard, man, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? It's been a while.
Absolutely. So how's life at Cross Armory?
We're doing really well. The Glock line of products that we launched recently is doing well, and we were picked up by Optics Planet.
That's terrific. Now, what is that line? I know you guys had the magazine deal.
Yeah, we do the AR compliance stuff.
Yes.
But then we recently launched Gen 3 Glock line, so we do extended mag releases, the slide lock. We got a pin set. We did our own trigger.
Oh, that's terrific.
Flat face trigger with a 3.5-pound connector.
Dang it, man.
And a flared magwell. And, for all us blue staters, the flared magwell will fit a factory 10-round magazine, which most of the flared magwells will not.
Oh. Yeah, man, that's good. And people use those Glocks, too, so, that is terrific.
Yeah, it's where you got to start with accessories.
Now, I got to ask you, speaking of that.
Wait a minute, before you do that, Santa Claus. Santa Claus jumped in again.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program here. I got another really cool guy to introduce you to here. What's your name?
Isaac.
We got Isaac.
How old are you, Isaac?
8.
You're 8 years old, and what did you just get for Christmas?
BB gun. What kind? Shotgun. A Red Ryder.
A Red Ryder BB gun. I was 10 years old. That was my first gun. And San Diego County Gunners and Gun Sports Radio just wants to say thanks for coming to the gun show, and thank you very much, Isaac.
That's awesome.
Is your dad's? I think your dad's more excited about you getting a BB gun than you are.
Yeah, look at him hang on to it, man. He's not even like, yeah, right. That's what it's gonna go to.
Is this your first BB gun?
No.
No, you have more guns. Have you?
2 more.
He's got an arsenal.
Wow, this guy.
An arsenal.
Holy cow. Well, thank you very much. Have a very Merry Christmas.
That's great,
be
man.
safe. Don't shoot your eye out, right?
Yeah, right.
Very good. All right.
It's all part of
Thanks,
the deal.
Dad.
All right.
Sorry.
show, guys.
Thanks,
Had to
guys.
interrupt.
Have a
Talk
good
to
one.
my buddy Isaac.
Okay, so I got a quick question for
Sure.
Richard. So, Richard, do you guys still have the air guns? You have that great shooting gallery in the back.
You know, we
Compliant
don't have,
approved, of
we,
course.
we don't have that office anymore. Although
Okay.
we do have the full auto airsoft Glock.
Okay.
That we use as a demo. It's just not loaded.
Got it. We got to bring that down here or get it on the show one of these days.
Tell us about it, because there's one around here someplace too. Oh no, you know what? That's a salt gun. You kill flies.
No, that's illegal.
Yeah. This is, I don't know. Wes got it. Got like half a dozen of them somewhere, but you can run through your 40 airsoft pellets in about a second and a half.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Dang,
that's a lot of fun.
But we're here to talk about real guns. Aren't
Yeah,
we?
let's talk about Cross Armory. Who are you?
We are a small company here in San Diego. We got started when my business partner, so even before I'd met him, who is a genius inventor, was asked by a couple of buddies to come up with some products that would comply with the California law. So this is back in 2016. Wow. I ran into him early on, and he explained what he was doing, and I said, boy, that sounds like a great idea. You should start a company. And he said, I've got no idea how to start a company.
I do.
So I said, well, I've done that. So we started this company. We said, well, we'll see what happens. Well, we launched with 2 products. Today we've got 35. Is
this working into the garage story? Is this where you started out in your garage?
No, we started in an office right from the beginning, a small office. And then we just sent Gen 5 Glock accessories off to the manufacturers to quote.
Wow.
And we're doing a SIG trigger that we're going to try to do in 3D printing. So metal 3D printed SIG trigger.
What's that? What SIG would that fit? Like a shield or something?
320.
320, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So you're investing in the future is what you're doing.
So, yeah, we've got, Wes's ideas never end, and so we're just trying to keep up.
Kind of the Elon Musk of guns.
It's the Elon Musk. There you go. You
could use that. You could use that. You have my permission.
Well, that's actually more accurate than you think, even because
I know. I just was listening.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Because that's where he started his whole.
We're doing cars, not for Elon.
Not for Elon.
No.
For Batman.
Yeah, for
even
Batman.
cooler.
Oh, you and I'll talk
Batman
later.
car
I'm
is
also
really
the
cool.
car guy, but that's another story.
Yeah. But we've done that, and we even we've even got a couple of products that we sell to the SEAL teams.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Where are you located?
Down in San Diego now, but we don't run a storefront. We just warehouses. It's online sales.
Oh, great!
But we're in 300, 400 gun stores.
Oh, wow.
Most of them are California, but we've got an increasing number of stores in New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Right, the other deep blue states.
Well, the challenge would be Virginia right now.
Well, that's going to be our next big market if those Democrats actually do what they threatened to do. Yeah. I'll be calling gun stores in Virginia starting on Monday.
We got a contact in Virginia.
Yeah, we do.
Don't we have a contact?
We do. My
very
nephew,
intelligent one, I might add.
Yeah, my nephew lives in Virginia. There, works at a gun shop. So
Yeah. So I hope they don't become customers until we get the Gen 5 Glocks.
So, am I allowed to ask, what product do you guys sell to the SEALs?
It's actually a couple of soft goods that Wes knows some SEALs, and these guys say, boy, we could really use something like this. So it's some medical equipment.
Okay.
And they don't have the ability to go off and create this stuff. So he designed some things for them, and then once you get on the inside for the SEAL teams, they order those particular products.
And that's just giving back.
Yeah.
You guys are just giving back to the folks that need it the most.
These guys said they needed it, and so Wes came up with one.
Wow. Told you, he's Elon Musk of guns. It's crazy. Joe, I know you got a question.
No, I was just thinking because I use the Cross Armory quick pins on my AR so that I don't have to register it and go into that system. And they work beautifully. They're just it's really nice. If you have to have your AR that way out here, that's a good way to do it. Yeah. I just tried somebody else the other day that had one of those shark fin things to defeat the pistol grip. as it's intended, and that is really weird. I never tried that before. But you've got to keep your thumb on the other side, and you're grabbing with 3 fingers. And it's not, aside from it being a bad law and just being dumb, it makes it less safe, I think. It's harder to control the, your gun that way. But the quick pins are fantastic. I really like them.
Yeah, thank you. It's such a great industry, too. I'm talking to gun stores and gun owners all the time. And
well, I was just going to say, where do you get some of the basic ideas for the products you make? And that's just basically talking to everybody.
Yeah. The original idea was, as I said, friends of Wes's who were really big gun guys and said, man, you got to help us figure out a solution because, we don't know what we're going to do. And then as you roll forward, customers say, boy, have you thought about making something that would do this?
Right.
And so we've added to the product line in that way. Or some of the more custom guns, one of the funny ones is the semi-auto shotguns that are built on an AR platform.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple of versions of that our stuff will work with, even though they're shotguns.
Yeah.
They're not even.
Okay, so you're a human being. What's the goofiest request you've gotten? I know there's one rattling around up there someplace where somebody asked you to do something and you went, no.
That's related to guns, right?
That's related to guns. Yeah, I better throw that out there.
Well, for a 50% discount, that's the goofiest one.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we have had a couple of guys who want to send us their ideas.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, man, I've come and I'm going to send this to you.
And you're going to love it.
And all you got to do is pay me, half of whatever you make.
There you go.
And so those are the odd ones. And typically, their ideas is like, I'm not thinking anybody's going to
I only
want
say
this.
that because I had a guy bring me a styrofoam car. Okay? And he said, what would you do, carry an egg in a styrofoam
Wait a minute,
container?
didn't you drive that for a while?
I drove it, scared the hell out of myself.
He drove a styrofoam car.
But
I remember
he was
that.
so passionate about this car, and it's all styrofoam.
Well, passion is important.
It's
not the only thing.
Enthusiasm.
It helps if there's some other thing. Well, like when he tells you, by the way, when you go down the freeway, it doesn't like the wind. What does that mean? And then I found out when I blew literally off I blew off the road. Truck went by me, gone.
I'll say your speed is self-limiting there, though.
Well, he said 75, and I couldn't get it over 60 because I was scared to death.
But if you get blown into a lake, you float.
Well,
So
and you know what? You would.
That's the upside.
That was another bonus.
You guys have that front pin that you guys make because, with people having to open and close their action, that front pin is getting far more wear on an AR than it was intended. And no matter what state you live in, if you own an AR, I mean, that's a better mousetrap, that front pin that's a lot more sturdy.
So New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts are different, and if you can imagine, even worse than California.
No.
But in any state where you have to open and close that gun a lot, you will inevitably open up that forward hole on the receiver, the upper receiver. And we came up, to your question a moment ago, we came up with that product because back in 2016, we're going all over the state with our demo gun showing people. And after 3 or 4 months, you're opening the gun and it's walking half an inch to either side. You can't even doesn't even close consistently because there's so much slop in the
pinholes. And that doesn't
pinholes.
make for a good demo.
No. So we were sitting around. It's like we got to do something here, and that's where Wes came up with the pin pal, we call it, the forward pin.
And even if you don't have the quick disconnect to the back, I guess what I'm saying, no matter what your AR is, I mean, strengthening that front pin and the on the upper and everything, that's important.
Well, it's interesting. The Optics Planet. So we've only been on Optics Planet for about 4 weeks, but I had sent the guy who onboarded us. I sent him an email and said, okay, what are you seeing? What's moving? What do people like? And I asked us for geographies, and he said it looks like pin pals are selling best, and
that's the product I'm talking about.
Yeah, the pin pals.
Oh, well, there you go. So Optics Planet is opticsplanet.com, big, huge website, huge following for accessories, especially optics, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you guys have some products on there. And
they picked up pretty much the entire line.
Nice.
So
that's a compliment.
Yeah.
But you're in, I think I've seen something of yours, something from Cross Armory in just about every gun shop in San Diego.
Oh yeah. We're certainly, it's, 300 or 400 gun stores, blue states, but not. We're in every gun store of any size in California.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right. So how do people get a hold of you?
CrossArmory.com. All the products are there. Go to your local gun store is what we like to say.
Support them local guys.
You can shop with us online, but
do you have a list of stores on your website people can go to?
We don't.
Well, you have homework.
But yeah,
get home tonight. Get on there, buddy.
Yep, indeed. But pretty much every gun store has our stuff.
And if they don't, and if you go to your favorite gun store, say, how come you don't have Cross Armory? And they'll find you.
That's everybody can find us.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Hey, we appreciate, always enjoy having you out. We're going to get you on radio down the road as well. Hey, folks, this is FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, folks, welcome back. You're listening to FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
And this segment is brought to you by the Gun Range San Diego, the Nordstroms of gun ranges. Check them out, the Gun Range San Diego. Casey Hexworth usually calls in, but we're out here at the gun show. But you can locate them at 7853 Balboa Avenue in San Diego. They're open 10 to 10, 7 days a week, 858-573-1911. Go to thegunrangesandiego.com, thegunrangesandiego.com for everything and anything that you would want. Like I said, the Nordstroms of gun ranges, just not the price. Hey, Michael, who you got as a guest?
Well, we have a lot of people may be familiar with a range out in Poway called Poway Weapons and Gear. It's been there for a few years.
Yep.
Fantastic location, fantastic shop, fantastic range. We teach classes there on how to get your CCW, but they have a ton of classes and a ton of products. So we have Will Oliver from Poway Weapons and Gear here.
Hey, guys. Thank you.
How you doing, man?
Doing well, thank you.
Good, good, good. So you're man in the booth this weekend?
Yeah. I've been doing the event this weekend. I did the one in September. It's pretty fun. Had so much fun, they let me do it again.
See, you're not supposed to tell them you're having fun.
I know.
See, that's the mess up.
It's hard not to.
So what do you see as far as participants coming in? I mean, are you seeing a mix of people?
Yeah, pretty. So far, the last couple of days, seen a pretty diverse crowd. A lot of people, show a lot of interest in a lot of different things. So I like to see that.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, definitely a lot of information thrown at you. A lot of questions mostly about like CCW and stuff like that. Like Michael was saying, I get a lot of stuff about CCW
because nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
thinks it's really hard in San Diego. It's not as hard as people think. It's just we got to be patient and put in the time and the work.
Well, I know you guys at Poway Weapons and Gear support us in that subject quite a bit because I do 2 of the workshops there each month, and we generally have 20, 22, 23 people, something like that, there. So, and you're right, people don't know about it, and the only way they know about it is interacting with us or whatever. So once the word gets out, it's going to really take off. And you guys do a lot of training for that.
Right, yes, we do. We do a lot of the person. We have 2 great instructors there, Dave Buxton and Michael Jordan. They do a lot of the one-on-one training. Then we set up, they can get you help with the classes. We also have a seminar once a week. It's how to, go through the process of, the letter, the good cause letter and all that, and the interviews and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, because people may not understand. I mean, when you go through and get your concealed carry, you've got to go through a required 8-hour course for that. And there's only certain people that are certified by the sheriff to do that. Poway Weapons and Gear is one of them.
Yeah, we're one of the people. You go through a whole series of interviews at the sheriff's station. Excuse me. And then when you get your number, then you have 30 days to take the course. We're one of the few places that do offer it. Some people do. Most people seem to have a good time doing it too, so that's good.
So, well, it sounds like you make it enjoyable.
Exactly.
Because it could be a pain.
Yeah, most people see it as exactly. So most people, from what I've seen, see it as a chore at other places. With us, they see it as kind of like a fun shoot. We provide lunch, have a sandwich, before in between little intermissions and stuff like that. And our instructors make everyone feel right at home and really
real
comfortable
low key
as well. Exactly, yeah.
Because there are some gun organizations out there that if you're not a hardcore professional, and if you don't know all the rules and regulations, they don't even want to talk to you.
Exactly, correct. We treat everyone the same, and like I said, everyone comfort is our main goal there. So
that is so important.
And you guys are the only, what is it, 5-star? What's the?
Yeah, we're one of 3 5-star ranges in the nation, and we're the largest 5-star one on the West Coast. So the largest range on the West Coast, just under 42,000 square feet.
Wow.
We got 42 lanes. We got one of the only places on the West Coast with an indoor 100-yard range, and I try to tell people it's more a country club mixed with fire and guns. So
Yeah, and that 5-star comes from, what is it, National Shooting Sports?
I'm not. I believe
Yes.
so. Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
It does. Well, that's awesome. So what's your background? How did you get involved with Poway Weapons and Gear?
My background is actually zero to do with firearms or anything like that. I actually knew pretty little, but they've been so educated there, working there, and really helped me out a lot.
I got to tell you, I think that's enormously important. I think that the industry may be a little saturated with former special ops guys.
Exactly right.
And I'm not a special ops guy. Joe's not a special ops guy.
I played baseball for 11 years. So.
Professionally?
Yeah, I played baseball professionally for 11 years, and that's how I kind of fell into my lap of this job, and I love it there. I couldn't ask for a better team to work with.
You didn't play for the Padres, did you?
No, actually, I grew up a huge Dodger fan.
Nothing wrong with that. I got a friend who would love you to death for that one.
No, I played in the Yankees organization, and I ended up internationally in Mexico. So
pitcher?
Yes, sir.
See, how did I know that? I don't know what it is.
He's got leverage. He's got long arms.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's saying.
But I think it has a lot to do. But getting into gun, that was a passion of yours, right?
Yeah, I grew up fishing my whole life, and grew up in the ocean. So I knew my way around. I would say spear guns. I've fired a gun a couple times. I've always been interested in bird hunting. So we had shotguns around the house and stuff like that. But as far as pistols and really diverse rifles and ARs, stuff like that, I knew nothing. But I feel pretty comfortable talking to other people about the education.
So you think you found your niche?
Oh, I think so, absolutely.
You're going to hang into this?
I love it there. So
well, it's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, and the team that I get to work with just makes me. I was telling someone earlier today, it's nice to wake up and enjoy. Actually, kind of anxious to go to work. So that is a huge bonus for a lot of people don't get to do it. I've been privileged to do that.
So what are people when you're here at the booth and people are coming by? What are people asking about?
People are asking usually.
Are they saying, "Hey, is Cheryl giving them those candy cans for free?" Is that what they're asking?
Yeah, we have a lot of candy at the shop and at the booth as well. If you're a candy fix, come see us. No, mostly about the CCW, I would say, and then a lot of the educational classes and stuff like that, and then we kind of talk about memberships and stuff like that. We do offer memberships, but most people come on and talk about the educational classes we offer and the CCW, I would say.
See, that's great to hear, too, that first off, the interest in the concealed carry, because I always say when I do the workshops, it's, our community is safer with more armed citizens here. It's a safer community for me. It's safer for my family. It's safer for all of us. So the fact, I always thank people for taking on that responsibility and committing to come and doing that. But the education part too is really important, because it's important to do that correctly, and it's a huge responsibility. Exactly. And you don't want to be carrying twice a year or something. You want to get into it because it's a lifestyle. And usually Michael Jordan will come in and talk to the class a little bit, and he's always talking about the new classes that you guys are developing to help with people with that.
Yes, we're always in the process of developing. There's a few new in the works right now. It's trying to develop new classes and stuff like that, and events, and the one-on-one training they do is huge. I think it's the one-on-one training they do, that him and Dave do, is detrimental to doing your CCW, because you can do the classes, but when you get the one-on-one training and go forward the line and give yourself in scenario situations, they run through all of that, and that is just vastly superior to than you can do it just for a class. So.
Yeah, and on top of that, too, it's a great range. Rob always comes in and talks about the memberships. And I'm a member there, and that's if I have to shoot. Not if I have to shoot. Certain training things go better indoors than outdoors. So when I shoot indoors, I always shoot there.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful facility. It's really
Thank you.
It's really a good thing up there. So
that's awesome. What do you think of the show?
Awesome, love it.
I mean the gun show.
Yeah. This is my first.
Yeah. What do you think about our radio? How are we doing, man?
The radio show, awesome. This is a little slower than the September one, but I mean, as far as the gun shows go, I love them all. So
yeah.
I think it's good to network with other people. You recognize people from the last one. I'm sure I'm going to recognize people next year and stuff like that. So I just hope they do it.
I think that now they know for a fact they got 5 shows coming up in 2020. I think that a lot more people will, come out.
We'll be here for all 5 of them. I'll be here for all 5 of them.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very, very cool. Are you from San Diego?
I'm originally born in Orange County, but I went to high school and I grew up in San Diego for the most part, in North County.
Did you go to the show growing up here?
No idea. The only time I've ever been to the fairgrounds was either for the horse races, the San Diego County Fair, or for the boat show.
The boat show.
I know I'm familiar with the hallway or the rooms, but the boat show.
Yeah.
What about the Roadster show? You don't come out here and look at hot rods? You look like
I do love cars.
Come on, you're a sports guy.
Yeah, I do love cars. That's for sure.
I came here for a cat show one time.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, I know.
You would come here for a cat
show. Guess who talked? Guess who talked
you into? I would never guess.
My girlfriend probably talked to you.
Years.
I was.
She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. Kind of tall.
Yeah, my wife dragged me into a cat show, kicking and screaming. And
then loved every minute.
And then she's taking me out real quick. They had a cage and where you could go in and like spend time with cats or whatever. This one cat freaks out, scratches the person, runs over, jumps onto the cage. He's like 2 feet from my face, clinging onto this cage with this look of terror on his face. I turned to my wife and I said, "This is the coolest show I've ever done. Totally worth it."
And you took that cat home, didn't you?
Like when animals attack.
And that cat's name
is Elizabeth.
Now you know the rest of the story. Well, that's cool. Well, so what do you recommend? New shooters, experienced shooters? What should be their first big toe into the deep end of Poway Weapons and Gear?
Just come in and come see us. We got everything from people who've never fired a gun to competition shooters. So we have a little bit for everyone. So I will guarantee you'll have a good time. I'll put it that way.
All right, buddy. Well, I tell you what, I've heard so many good things about you. I've got to get my butt up there and check you guys out. I actually drove by it one day, and I went, I got to stop, and I never did quite make it.
Are you guys doing the expo this year? Do you have that on the calendar?
Oh, yeah. We'll be the expo. I think it's usually last year's in July, so I would imagine it's going to be July again this year.
Nice, cool day in July.
Oh, yeah. You know.
Who did you have last year as your special guest?
I'm not sure. I was not hired on at the time.
Who was the guy? He's the
Daniel Defense. Oh, Jesse James.
Jesse James.
That's right. Jesse James was there.
Motorcycle guy, right?
Yeah. The hot rods, motorcycle, like Monster Garage, all that stuff. Yeah.
And the year prior was Arlie Army, I believe.
Yeah.
Right before he passed away, you guys had him out. A lot of people got to. Everybody I knew, everybody's Facebook page was them getting choked by Arlie Army for like a month after that. So all right, so that's in July. So join you guys there in July and come on out and check out memberships.
And we have an event around Memorial Day too as well out there. So come shoot.
What's the website?
www.pwgrange.com.
There you go.
Awesome.
All right, let's watch this. And your home phone number is? No. I thought I'd catch him. You never know.
You don't know if you don't try.
At this point, it probably would be the range number. I
pretty
much have a cot in the back at this point. So.
All right. Hey, folks, we're going to take another break. This is FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.